Like, what the hell is going on? Have I forgotten to play correctly? You know, how does this work? And it turns out that it and it turns out that it was not my fault. It's this vehicle's limitations.
So Napalm, I got a tip for you, bro. You can't fucking do that.
Both might be according to some historical limitations, but also to just limitations implemented artificially by Gaijin, anti-tank rounds, whatever, from helicopters, planes, tanks, SBAs. Then we have the mobility, and this is where it goes really south. These, I really do. And that was actually the initial intention to play this vehicle, to figure out if it is a hidden gem, if it is like the Edats, or if it is like the Tunguska. But no, it is significantly less capable, which comes again largely down to the armament per second muzzle velocity, which is great, but they only have... Now, the self-destroying aspect gets actually featured in this scene, because the Painkiller 11 player here was in the Mi-24D, and he was 50 meters outside of the maximum range of the 25mm shells. They are very often unreliable, it's way too easy to dodge them, and you cannot manually launch them. And they get distracted by everything, by missile launchers, by flares, and again, you cannot manually guide them in. And also, the automatic has radar, which this one doesn't have.
Yes, it does.
Yes, I kill him here with the guns,
Yes,
but
yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does. It's the same thing on the VADs. Why do you think there was a radar circle there, bud? Why is there a radar circle there, bud? I understand it's not your typical radar, but if you used your lock target button that you use on all of your other AAs, you would notice a little green box that pops up, bud. Okay? You got to experiment. Don't just headlong into the fucking battle and not figure out everything that there is about the vehicle, because that is one big problem that completely that makes your arguments not necessarily completely invalid, but it makes me skeptical. Because you're just bitching about something that you don't understand. Okay, another thing, Napalm, I understand your problems with the Sidam. Okay, I understand. Like, I get it. It has a limited range because the shells automatically explode. I understand. But, you know, like, right around here, like, you know, like 1.6 miles, I understand I use miles, not kilometers, but, like, instead of firing the Mistral and wondering why it goes in the ground because, you know, auto flares and IRCM, you can just do that. You've got 4 25mm cannons. If they are within gun range, you can kill them. Relying on the missile to shoot down helicopters when they are within gun range is a really dumb, kind of want to say it's a strongman argument, but just want to point that out there, okay? Just want to point that out. Also, yeah, firing at something like that isn't going to hit it. Or even crash. Because the missile has a thing called G overload. And when you shot at the Canberra in Vietnam, the missile overloaded. He was like two kilometers away from you. Maybe a little less, maybe like 1.8. And obviously you can block on. But he was flying from right to left at like 600 miles an hour. Nice beam, Mangusta. And, well, obviously, that's not going to work. Soviet. You don't have IRCM, do you?
No. Ooh. Even if I had players, because the MAL system isn't on every helicopter, it's only on the top tiers.
I know.
But even if I had the IRCM, you still would have hit me.
No. I don't have the countermeasure thing on this missile. They nerfed it.
Oh, wait.
This thing is strictly, for the missile-wise, strictly against fast movers. Ironically enough, around the same time it was added, Phantoms kind of existed. Bud. Okay. I love you, but you suck. Okay.